Welcome to Navigating the Truth. My name is Caroline Bell Tumblety, and I'm going to be sharing an old folk tale from the borders of Scotland, and this is the tale of Tam Lin. Once upon a time, in the Scottish borderlands, there lived a young woman named Jeanette. Her father was the Laird of Cantor Hall, a man of fields, a man of hills, and of wealth enough to claim the beautiful woods as his own. Jeanette was free to walk the fields, she could wander the rolling hills, but the woods, they were forbidden. For every child of the borders knew the tale. They had been told of Tam Lin, once a mortal boy, now no longer fully of this world, stolen away by the fair folk and bound in service to the Queen of the Fairies. And so the warning was always the same: never step into Cantor Hall Woods. Jeanette's defiance. Jeanette was not a woman to be cowed in any way. Dressed in green, she walked straight into Cantor Hall Woods and came to the well where the roses grew. She plucked a double-headed rose. The air shifted, and from the shadow stepped Tam Lin himself, tall, bonny, with eyes that shone like moonlight on frost. "Why pluck ye the rose, lady, without my leave?" he asked. "This land is mine," Jeanette answered proudly. "My father gave it to me." And in that moment, their fates were bound together. The secret. Weeks passed, and Jeanette's gown grew snug at the waist. The ladies whispered, and her father's brow grew dark. But Jeanette did not hide. She stood her ground and declared, "I'll not deny my bairn's father. He's nae mortal man, but Tam Lin, or Cantor Hall Woods. He is mine, and I am his." Tam Lin's confession. At the well by the roses, she met him again, and Tam Lin told her his secret. "I was a mortal knight once, hunting these very woods, but I fell from my horse at this well, and the Queen of the Fairies found me. She took me to her realm beneath the hill, where time runs strangely, and beauty is pearl. But every 7 years the fairy court pays tribute to hell, and this Halloween is my turn. The plan. Will you save me, Jeanette?" he asked, and she swore she would. So he gave her counsel. "On All Hallows Eve, wait at Miles Cross. When the fairy host comes riding, I'll be the last, upon a milk-white horse, one hand gloved, the other bare, my hat set high. Seize me then, hold me fast, whatever comes, for I will change in your arms, lion, serpent, red-hot iron, burning coal. But if you endure, if you do not let me go, then I'll be yours again, mortal and free." The rescue. And so it was, on Halloween night, when the wind moaned low and the moon hid her face. Jeanette waited at Miles Cross. She heard them before she saw them, the fairy host, riding in splendour and terror, black horses with archers, brown horses with spearmen, and the silver bridles ringing like frost. And at last of all, a white horse, and upon it Tam Lin. Jeanette leapt from the shadows, seized him by the waist, and dragged him from the saddle. The trial began. He turned into a roaring lion, but Janet held on. He turned into a serpent, coiling and hissing. Still she held on. He became a bar of burning iron. Still she held on. At last he was blazing coal of fire. Jeanette flung it into the well beside her, and when she drew him forth again, there was Tam Lin, naked, trembling, but a man once more. The Fairy Queen's fury. From the darkness came the cry of the Fairy Queen. Had I kenned, Tam Lin, what I see this night, I'd have taken out thine heart of flesh, and put in a heart of stone. For her power was broken. Janet's mantle wrapped him, and dawn's first light crowned them both. Closing. Some say they wed, some say they vanished into legend, but at Canter Hall Woods, when the roses bloom, the wind still carries a whisper of Jeanette's courage and Tam Lin's freedom. Thank you for listening to the Tale of Tam Lin.